Hello and welcome to my podcast. Yes, we are converting. I'm sorry if you hear my chair; it's kind of squeaky right now. I'm gonna try not to move very much. But we have now converted to stream. Currently uploading because we have to wait 24 hours for the verification on this new podcast channel. But we are going to be doing our podcast on YouTube as well. Not only Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and I am here with
Adam Gayhart.
and my buddy Adam. If you're listening, you've probably have seen the other podcasts where we've talked about ourselves, gaming, anime, music, Juice World, meditation, and today we're just gonna be talking about everything. And I know you can see the Discord chat currently and all of that, all the Discord servers I'm in, but that's besides the point. I don't really care about any of that, and we're just gonna be talking about anime, since last time we got some tips that we need to be more informed on our topics upon anime. And Adam probably knows a lot more about the podcast we did last night about this. And do you want to start it off, Adam?
Yes. I don't really know what to say, but this is just an everything topic, ain't it? Basically, this is just an everything topic. So, what's the main topic you would love to talk about, Brett?
I think one really interesting topic would be how old school anime has has just died out, and the old style of anime and the old classic story writing and the importance that old style anime has had on us that is now just gone because of the new anime. So would you like to start us off with an old anime? What was that?
What was that, Brett? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear you. Sorry, we're having network issues. It's fine though. I asked if you would like to start off the topic, which involves how old school anime, and how it used to be written, and the art style has disappeared in the recent years with the newer anime.
Actually, I was going to say something to that, but I was going to talk about how old school anime on Cartoon Network and Adult Swim and all that back then. So I know a lot about the animes back then, and basically it's not like nowadays how you have seasons and everything on Netflix and Crunchyroll and AnimeTube and everything. So back then it was, you got one episode, you watched that, and another one didn't come out till like a month later, and sometimes it didn't even come out till like another month later, so you had to rewatch that same episode every time. And it just, I've talked to someone that witnessed that. Like everybody, he said he was outside playing, and then they was like, oh crap, the new anime episode is coming on today. And then he ran inside, and then boom, canceled the whole episode. And he was so mad. So back then it was like way different. It was very different.
Yeah, stating on what Adam was saying about how they started canceling all these really amazing anime, and how they would change them so much. Like, we can go back to the original Dragon Ball, which we have talked a whole lot about Dragon Ball, but the classic Dragon Ball the classic Dragon Ball was never written to be a child's show. It was meant to have lots of blood, lots of death. There was partial nudity. There was nudity if you watched the original Dragon Ball. Not like the PG-13 release and read the manga. Like, it was not PG at all. Like, it was completely rated R. They had nudity in it. They had racial slurs. They had pedophilia, which they still do, but they don't hint at it as much as they did back then. And Adam was going to say something, so I'm going to let him speak.
Speaking of watching anime, if you are an Xbox player or basically just a Microsoft Store player, I would personally My favorite app on Xbox or the Microsoft Store is AnimeTube Unlimited. They have so much amount of different animes. You got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, My Hero, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball Super, Naruto, My Hero Academia 2. They've got Hunter x Hunter, Black Clover, Seven Deadly Sins, a different variety, Attack on Titans. They've just got a different variety of the animes you want to choose, and they have sometimes full series and full episodes. So
Back on what Adam was saying, and I know I'm gonna go off on a tangent here, but I would highly recommend watching Black Clover. Like from the beginning of Black Clover, you will get instantly hooked into it, and it's so amazing how well that anime has gone. And I know it's become just a typical shonen. You have the villain, you have the main character who's still young. His mentor is older. He has a group of friends. They all have abilities. And then you have this one kid, like Deku. He had no quirk. Asta had no magical power at all, and he could not do anything. But then one day he gets the Five Clover, which is probably one of the strongest grimoires within the whole series. And I just highly recommend it if you would like. And I know Adam's getting ready to talk about JoJo because he's in love with that anime. Though I am not personally into it, he is going to probably tell you a little bit about that and that you should watch it.
yes, JoJo. I just now started watching the Stardust Crusaders series. The first season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was when Jonathan Joestar, his ancestors went way back, and the main villain Dio was out to basically wipe them all out because they transferred a power called Hammond from the sun, and it would these vampire type like people were weakness. That was their weakness was Hammond. So in the second series, Stardust Crusaders, he actually comes back near the end of the season, and they are looking for a gem for a mask that will complete perfection in humanity, like the perfect human being, immune to every single thing, couldn't be killed. So I'm not going to let any spoilers out, but it is a very graphic anime, and it is just good overall. Cause
By graphic, he does not mean like extremely gory at all. He just means that the amount of
yeah,
detail
like
that the art is in
there
that is
is
amazing.
yes, there is blood, there is cussing. If you don't want to watch it, put child safe zone on it.
Yeah, I know that we've gone off on a tangent here, but now we're going to talk about some of the classics. And by classics, we're going to go way back. Like we talked about with the original Dragon Ball and
Yeah, I'm actually
Bleach,
watching.
the Boondocks. Like, the Boondocks is probably the most amazing series I've ever watched. It was hilarious, even though it has lots of racial slurs and all of that involved. I think that the introduction, well, my favorite character is Stinkmeaner, and he is by far the funniest anime character I've ever seen in all of anime history. And yes, he does have some hard R's a lot, but it is mostly a African American anime, which most of the characters are African American. I'm not saying that a lot of African Americans watch it. I'm saying that most of the characters, voice actors, were African American, and like we said back in the old days, it didn't matter what you put on television. But now with all the child safety, PG-13, all of that, it's destroying the industry of anime in its own entirety, and it is very hard for many people like classic anime fans like me and Adam to just see these new animes like Boruto. I swear I hate Boruto so much. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get a drink of something.
Yes.
The art style of
It is
Boruto
horrendous.
is
They are
absolutely
making
stupid.
fun. They are making fun of Naruto because it is a disgrace. Come on, you can do better.
Adam has his very deep opinion about Boruto, and I'm not gonna
I'm
say that it's
sorry.
bad. It's not that bad. It's just I think that they could do better with the art style. Like they made the art style too bubbly, and and by bubbly I mean like the characters are too rounded out to be like considered anime. Technically, it's just a cartoon nowadays, and like I like the introduction of Hashirama cells used in Naruto's arm, which they also showed that in Shippuden in the end. But Naruto's haircut was fine. Sasuke, his character was fine. All of that was absolutely amazing. But one thing that really ate me up was the art style, and I know Adam probably has a lot more hate towards the anime than me, which is fine. I mean, you can hate whatever anime you want, and I'm not gonna judge anybody for that. But it is absolutely stupid how they just decided to switch it up and turn it into this stupid like second generation, which it is Boruto the next generation, but it's more like the kid friendly Naruto, which I don't think they would have done. I think they should have just kept it going from Shippuden as Naruto grows older. I don't think they should have had a time skip when Naruto has 2 kids, like 8 years in the future, 10 years, something like that. I like the Hinata and Naruto relationship. I like the Sasuke, Sakura, was it Ino and Shikamaru? I cannot remember, but it was strange to see how little some of the best characters from Naruto just degraded. Adam, you're watching Dragon Ball, aren't you?
I am watching actually another tip. Anime 2 has every single series of Dragon Ball. They have Kai, GT, they have Super, they have regular Dragon Ball, they have Dragon Ball Z, everything.
Speaking of
Every
Kai,
any
which is what Adam is watching right now because he's obviously watching Kai. Um, Kai became just the rehash, the child-friendly version, just like Boruto. Like Boruto just became the child-friendly Naruto. Dragon Ball Z Kai just became Dragon Ball Z but child-friendly, and I don't think they needed to do that. I get it. They wanted to make money, and they had to make it PG-13 for kids to be able to watch it, for them to put it on Toonami and other platforms like that. And another really good platform, which isn't free, like Adam was saying, AnimeTube Unlimited or whatever, it's free, but Crunchyroll, Verve, all of those are really good for watching all of your animes. 2 hours after they release in Japan, you can. Okay, Adam, we get it. But you can watch animes 2 hours after they're released in Japan on Crunchyroll, every single episode after they're released. And if you would like to catch up on animes like One Piece, Gintama I haven't really gotten into, but I've heard so much about it. And I've heard that they're on like episode 500, almost 600, maybe past 600 since I've last checked up. And I heard that it was a very amazing anime, which I haven't gotten into it, but I plan on getting into it in the future, which I'm probably gonna go watch some after this actually. But well, we kind of went off on a tangent again, talking trash about Boruto. Which Adam, would you like to throw some more shade at Boruto?
Nope, I'm good.
Well, I would like to. You know, Adam was right about calling Boruto a disgrace to Naruto itself. I don't think Boruto should even be considered in the Naruto category, just because it is nowhere near how good Naruto used to be. And I get it, Shippuden had a lot of filler, but Boruto is literally just one giant filler. And I get it, they have like the Jogan in the end with Naruto dead, and it's just adult Boruto against that one guy. The village is destroyed. And if it's technically not a spoiler because it's shown in like the first episode, which we're not going to get into that. Like I've not seen much of it. And one thing that really tore my heart out is when they brought Jiraiya back in Boruto. And I know that's a spoiler and it's pretty much everywhere now, but they brought Jiraiya back as this bubbly styled character, and it absolutely made me so angry at it. Like, if you're gonna bring back an amazing character, just keep his art style. Like, we enjoyed him back then, and we won't enjoy him if you change him up now. Like, he was
Exactly.
dead. He can't just magically like change into this bubbly creature. And yeah, I know. Sometimes